Goes Polis, Chapter 8. The sister and brother stepped out onto the deck, laughing. The sun kindled the dark spreckles in their pale blue een. She carried the plates, him wi' a tray of glasses for the wine. This was the haven they wanted. 5,000 mile atween them and hame. Nae dominies to drive them, nae grandfather turning down his mouth in disappointment. The lave of the crew gied a cheer. Dark done, broad set, called Readin court. This group of 6 young friends was ready for their supper. Wi' a grin, the brother juked glegly by his sister on the nearer deck, and the glasses slithered off the tray, smashing to skelfs on the wooden flare. Butterfingers, she quipped, and even her brother laughed. 7 years bad luck, chipped in John Cloud for the table's fore end. That's mirrors, said the brother, the smile put awa. Please fetch the brush and shovel, John. After the broken glass was read up, the friends dined lang and weel as the gloaming sun drooned in the western Caribbean. They drank the wine and cod for mair. They lay back, sang and counted the stars, gied it up and finished the whisky John Cloud brocht for the galley. You're the cloud on our horizon, John. The brother didn't drink muckle, but when he did, he was a scunner. Why are you here? You invited them, Carlito, the sister said, flinging a cushion at her twin. Carlito, give it up, sis. You're impressing precisely no one. And why would I invite this pleb anyway? The brother's een were bleared with sleep. He gant it, showing perfect white teeth. I don't even like him. You don't like anybody. It was Anna, the brother's cousin, and some said lover. When you're Queen Lizzie Poos, be a darling and lock your horrid brother away in the tower, or somewhere equally damp and inconvenient. She's called Elizabeth, you know, John Cloud called out for his perch by the ship's rail. Elizabeth, Mary, Victoria, Sophia, Anne, to be precise. Muchas gracias, John, said Elizabeth, lifting her hand to give him a lazy wave. When are you going to call me Juan? Said John Cloud, smiling. Mañana, said the princess, suddenly serious. We'll call everything by its correct name tomorrow, John, even Carlito. A big black cloud, muttered Charles, his een open yet as the others dovered off on deck or staggered to their bunks. John Cloud blew at the cornels on the table. The endless night sky, bending o'er the lown Caribbean, was clear for by 2 or 3 nimbi, to starboard passing like hoodie craws in the distance. Fire! Afterwards, when they were on the island, nobody could mind where his voice shouted at first, but Obdi agreed it was a lassie's. Fire! Pitmark! Somebody put in a torch. Reek swirled round the beam. In panic, friends banged heads. Get those life jackets on, now! As usual, John Cloud kent what to do. Charles, he called it above the ramming noise on deck. Extinguisher, in the stern. Charles looked about for his sister Elizabeth. He didn't hear John Cloud. His twin was the only person on this boat he could think about. He had to find her and make her safe. He heard a creak, high above him. He flung himself to yea side as the mast crashed down with a sickening dunt onto the deck. It was for, not even a minute's sign, his sister and the others had been sleeping. Liz! He screeched. But before he could take another step, an easel dropped into a dub of diesel scaling through the fuel tank. The yacht exploded. Othin rose up and seemed to hang in the air. Then Obdi was in the water. Some had life vests, others didn't. A handful held onto bits of table they'd sat round to their supper. Elizabeth wasn't one of them. Charles swallowed a mouthful of worse sort water. He saw the isle burning on the sea and what was left of the yacht floating on the surface like a bairn's broken toy. Ayont the wreckage, the searchlights of the security boat played on the waves. It wouldn't be long before the sodgers arrived. But Charles could barely keep his head above water. The others shouted at me, hold on. He hoisted it and spluttered the water for his mouth, but at last he couldn't breathe. Kicking wildly round for his twin, for his big sister Elizabeth that he loved more than life itself. Charles saw John Cloud swimming out to meet the lights of the Royal gunboat as the Glory Caribbean Sea closed o'er his head.